Yeah, it was a game of big plays, and that's what it was. They had a couple more than we did tonight. I think overall, we played a pretty good game. It's just I can think of 4 plays right off the bat that just did us in. You know, the pick six that when we're scoring down on our 12, you know that hurt a lot. You know, took a little wind out of our sails, but we came back, bounced back nicely. In the second half, when they returned the kickoff, you know, we didn't get as down as I thought. You know, we bounced right back. We knew we talked at halftime. There's a lot of football to be played yet. We came right back and we scored on our first drive, I believe, right after that score when it was 20-7. So we got a 20-13 and we just stuck with it, kept going, and then we had a couple of slipped up on some coverages, and you know, when I got to 28-20 or 28-21, we were there yet, but you know, then we had a costly turnover at midfield, and you know that's just the way it goes. You know, we talked in the pregame that we knew that we had to win the turnover battle against a great team like Platteville, and they're firing right now on all cylinders. They were incredible. I mean, Coach Stats had a great game plan tonight. His coaches did a fantastic job slowing us down.
Yeah, some pretty good athleticism out there for the Hillmen tonight, as evidenced by those big plays.
Yeah, it was. When you get Cooley just pounding away at you, and then they're able to pop something out to Shambo out on the outside, you know, it's tough, you know, and that opens the field up a lot for, you know, back to that running game, and then they'll head something out on a seam route or on a little bubble screen to one of the receivers, and we just didn't have enough guys in the field. It didn't seem like tonight to stop them.
At the same time, though, in talking to William Cooley after this ball game, I think that kickoff return was liberating for him because you guys really shut him down as far as running the football, and there weren't very many yards to come by. He came close to 100, but he almost had to have 25 carries to get there.
Yeah, I think we did a nice job on him. We knew he was going to get his yards yet, but we just had to slow him down, and we knew he's the type of kid, you know, he's a great downhill runner, and we had to get him at the line of scrimmage because if he got in the open, then he was going to be tough to tackle, and you especially saw that on the kickoff return. You know, it was unfortunate, but that's, you know, one of the phases of the game, you know, that in big games like this, you know, special teams really comes into play. And that's why, you know, it's so important that you got to work on that so much because it is a third of the game.
You mentioned you didn't get down after that kickoff return by Cooley to start the third quarter. You come back with back-to-back scoring drives. In the second one, a couple of highlight reel plays by Jordan Douglas really kept you in this ball game.
I think he made the catch of the year down the far sideline.
Yeah.
We shot ourselves in the foot. We missed out on 2 first downs with holding penalties, and I think it was 3rd and 20 or so. And
yeah.
We threw it fly down the sideline, and he made a fantastic catch, and that catapulted us down, and I think we ended up scoring 3 plays later. So, yeah, it was a great play. Our quarterback bounced back just really nicely after that first pick six.
Yeah.
He had a good game. You know,
he really did. We were talking about that actually, BJ. You know, before the ball game. I think your end of regular season stats had you guys averaging about 65 yards a game passing. So just enough to convert. You know, in situations where you had to throw the ball. But boy, the way Brodhead Bockhop threw the football tonight, that pass, as good a catch as that was, there was only one guy in the stadium who could catch it, and that was Douglas. That says a lot about your quarterback.
It does. You know, the thing that you have to have as a quarterback is a short-term memory, and luckily he does. You know, he didn't get down on himself. You know, he gets a little bit upset with, you know, when he's a perfectionist because you need your quarterback as that. But yeah, he came right back. He picked himself up. The kids rallied around him, and it was just unfortunate. You know, in tough games like this, when you come out on this end of the stick.
Well, an interception return for a touchdown, a kickoff return for a touchdown by Platteville, a couple of big play touchdowns, and then a field goal. They scored every which way but a safety. And I guess at some point you got to tip your hat and hope that they give Bigfoot a good game. I guess, what are your thoughts on what lies ahead for the Hillmen, having seen now both teams play?
I think they're going to match up pretty well with them because it's almost the same kind of style. You know, they're big up front. Both teams are really big up front. And they have nice backs, and it's going to be played inside the tackles, I think. And it's going to be a really good game, I think.
And I think for you, BJ, ending up year one as the head guy here at Brodhead Juda, pretty nice ball game to end on. I mean, I think hopefully you'll look back at it and say this was a pretty special football game.
Yeah, it was. You know, with this being my first year, you know, I got to thank all the assistants too for all the hard work that they put in on the season to help me out with my first year, and also the senior class for you know, when new things come in and change, you know, you got to have your seniors buy into some new things that are coming in, and they did. So they're, you know, a group that we're going to miss.
A great foundation was laid. BJ, congratulations.